Hey everyone, good morning from Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. I go by The Legend. I'm joined by my wonderful girlfriend Molly. In this video we're going to show you around the Ripley's Aquarium right here at Broadway at the beach. So we're going to check out all the fish, the exhibits, and most importantly the penguins. We are now inside the aquarium where this pretty nice enclosure greets you with the big tree in the middle. And then you get to the big atrium area in which you can see all the different sections of the Ripley's Aquarium. Now, if you watched one of my videos before, it should surprise no one that we're going to start here at the Penguin Playhouse, which opened in 2020 here at the Ripley's Aquarium in Myrtle Beach. And there are the penguins. And there's Molly. As you can see, the penguins are African penguins, which means they are warm weather penguins. And it's really cool because you get to go crawl in. There's like a 360 tube where you can see the penguins swimming all around. Like that guy there. Probably not very comfortable for adults, but I'm gonna have to give it a whirl. The penguins here at Ripley's do have their names on the little armbands. So this guy here is Egerton, who's very interested in the lady with the squeegee. And we've made it to the penguin couple. Look at how cool they are. I'm assuming the red probably means a female penguin, or the blues are male penguins. Look at that one. You're a pretty penguin, aren't you? We're now in the underwater tube section. You can see the penguins swimming around over there. It's really kind of the visuals are pretty wild with the warped tunnel. One's going right underneath me.
Hold him up and let him see us up here. He might come.
Cool. A couple of times a day, they take the penguins out for a penguin parade. Exhibit is Rainbow Rock. These light up fish lead us to the first enclosure in the Rainbow Rock area, which is home to the red lionfish, which is a very, very pretty species of fish, as you can see there. We've now made it to the Rainbow Rock tank, which is this wonderful coral reef style of tank. It is very large, lots of animals in here, and very, very pretty. Next up, the biggest attraction here at Ripley's Aquarium Myrtle Beach, and that's the Dangerous Reef, which is where you find the sharks. You've got some smaller sharks in the first section of the Dangerous Reef, but they are indeed a very pretty shark. In case you were curious, it is a white-tip reef shark. There are also black-tip reef sharks in this enclosure. Like that guy. This very large shark with very sharp teeth welcomes us to the main tank here at the Dangerous Reef. That guy was a sand tiger shark. And this is really the marquee attraction here, as it's a giant tunnel that goes on for quite some time. Also, we came to the aquarium right when it opened at 9 o'clock, and there is no one here. It is peaceful and wonderful, so I definitely recommend coming to the aquarium here at Myrtle Beach right at opening, because this is really, really nice. It's like we have the aquarium to ourselves. In the main tank, there is a large sea turtle as well. You can see swimming over there. Well, it's not in use right now, as there's very quiet at the aquarium. They do have a moving pathway that would take you along the entire shark tunnel that they do use at some point when the aquarium is more crowded. But man, they have so many sharks. The shark tunnel is really, really long, so you can spend quite a bit of time in here. I'm sure try and find all the different species. They do have some pretty good signage as you go along the pathway, all about which fish. Like I didn't see any Goliath grouper while we were here. As you exit the shark tunnel in the main tank, you go into one filled with moray eels. And they have quite a few in here as well. Always fun when you catch these guys out of one of their hiding holes and just floating around as he swims right above me here. One more quick shot of the moray swimming around. We came back a little bit later and the moving walkway is indeed functioning. Now it does move pretty slow, but it's kind of like you're on a ride, a shark ride. Gabby the sea turtle is now swimming right above us. You can see the sawfish as well. The next section of the aquarium is the living gallery, and as you enter, if you look up, there is a tank right above you with some stingrays. I see one swimming by right there. Here's the Monterey Wharf. Not a ton of activity from the fish that are in here, but they do have some very, very pretty looking ones down there at the bottom. Well, they look like plants. Floating right there are two weedy sea dragons.
Do you see Jellyfish?
They're little mouse. One of my favorite animals to see at an aquarium is the giant Pacific octopus. Looks like he's sleeping over there in the corner. These guys do generally like to hide. That's kind of what they do as a species. They find a nice little confined space and they crawl up in there.
Yeah, they're neat fish. They're
Wonderful coral reef tank here.
pretty easy to raise in a tank and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're mouth brooders. They'll carry the food.
The fish in this enclosure are the very interestingly named Old Wife. We are now at Ray Bay, which is a very large tank, home to multiple different types of ray species. Now, I love the music they pump in here at the aquarium. Between the music and the time of day we're visiting, with the low crowd level, it's incredibly peaceful. Next section seems to be more of a jungle-like atmosphere. Home to this wonderful green iguana. Ooh,
Oh, he's moving.
he's gonna move around a little bit for us.
His friend is not.
I didn't even see it. No, yeah, crawling down to his little pool. He's moving with a pretty good haste there. Oh, he's coming over to pose for the camera. Show us his good side. You do get a different view of the Ray Bay as well as you continue along the path. You can see these guys from a different angle. This guy here is a Pac-Man frog. You can see it.
Definitely see.
This is the Sahara spiny-tailed lizard. Pretty obvious how it got its name with that spiny tail. Hanging out there, who blends in with the leaf pretty well, is a day gecko.
Found in Madagascar.
Oh, he blends in so well the camera doesn't even want to focus on him. Now, Ray Bay does continue here into Friendship Flats, where you can touch the rays if they swim on by. And I guess for some money, you could do that. Now, while it is a Ripley's aquarium, it is still a Ripley's attraction. So, the stairs as you go up make fun squishy noises. That big old shark tank with all the tunnels, this is what it looks like from up above. For an upcharge of $10, you can take the glass bottom boat adventure, and then the boat will just go out on the lagoon there, and you can see get a different view of the sharks. Also, for the kids, there's a pretty nice playground. The next exhibit with this wild entrance is Planet Jellies, which is where you can find the aquarium's jellyfish. Including here you have some moon jellies. I love how they do it with like they got mirrors. So it looks like there's just tons of moon jellies. There's actually just one enclosure of moon jellies, but it's a neat effect. These are cannonball jellies. These guys have a little bit more to them than some jellyfish species. A very different species of jellyfish over here. And actually, Molly, these are your favorites.
Yeah, the upside down jellies.
They are mesmerizing to watch. Oh, there's one actually swimming around.
Not anymore.
An absolutely gorgeous tank here for the Pacific sea nettles. Again, this is another one that uses mirrors to make it seem like it's much larger. And also, they're cleaning the enclosure right now.
Huh?
He's a Swiffer.
Oh yeah, man. Everyone knows you gotta clean your jellyfish.
The mirror effect is really cool. It just looks like there's me and sea nettles for forever. This exhibit is the Ocean Wonders.
School of fish.
Yeah. These guys are plichards, and they are mesmerizing. These guys are awesome. They're long-nosed batfish, and they actually kind of have feet. So be sure to check these guys out, watch them for a little bit, because when they move, it is really, really neat.
They're so cool watching them.
Look at this guy.
He's so cool.
In here you got some seahorses, as well as some cowfish. Molly, we're gonna have to use the super zoom to its fullest,
They're very small.
as these cuttlefish are tiny.
A dime size, probably.
Yeah. The black bar silverfish are swimming around. The spotted prawn is here in this red light tank.
Look at that.
Pretty cool. So I was looking at the prawns. I didn't even notice these crabs. I figured they were coral or something.
Yeah, I thought they were coral.
But no, that is not coral. That's a living crab.
That is crazy.
Unfortunately, the signage is stuck on the prawn, so I can't tell you what species that is. If you know, let me know in the comment section below, because that's really neat. The lobsters aren't overly active today, but this one's got some pretty big claws. The next exhibit is the Savage Seas, Tales of Adventure, Myth, and Ruin. Cool entrance. And we're now inside of this exhibit, and I love this one here with the big giant kraken and all the fish. I wish I had the camera on about 20 seconds ago. Molly's crawling in there. She bonked her head and frightened all the fish. Probably a neat view. And here is the view from inside the bubble. These fish are very quick. The enclosures in this one all have kind of a nautical shipwreck theme. The highlight in here being the spot fin porcupine fish, who's this big puffer guy over here. There you can see the panther chameleon. You've got some fun tropical fish in this one here. This enclosure here is done up as like looking through the windows of a submarine. Next section is for the Amazon River, including one of the most ferocious fish species out there, the piranha. But the thing is, like, these guys, when they're not eating, they just look like fish. They just look like peaceful little fish.
Piranhas do not live up to its reputation of man-eaters.
They're tiny, but they're strong.
People are bitten when they're trying to remove the fish from nets or fishing holes.
The next Amazon tank has some larger fish in it. You got this giant catfish here. Let's see if you can see some more around the corner. You can see another big catfish. And then there's a large ray down there. And this guy who's right up by the glass. Perhaps a little tough to see with the glare. We're back at the Amazon tank. As we didn't see this guy the first time, they do have a little caiman alligator in like the coolest of poses at the top of the waterfall. I do always like to point this out. The Ripley's Aquarium here is part of the AZA, which definitely when you go to an animal type attraction, try and look to make sure that they are AZA qualified. And like with most attractions, you do exit through the gift shop. A pretty sizable gift shop. So if you want plushies or t-shirts, mostly plushies and t-shirts, and some other stuff too, you can find it in here. Man, this goes on for forever. And that'll do it for our time at Ripley's Aquarium of Myrtle Beach. We were there for about an hour and a half. A little bit of information about pricing and stuff like that. It is $40 for adults to come in here, but you can pair it up with other Ripley's attractions. So we got a combo pack to do the aquarium and then 3 attractions over on the boulevard, and that is $55. So I feel like $40 for the aquarium itself is a little overpriced. Once you add in the other attractions, then you do get some value.
I agree.
Molly, what was your favorite part of the aquarium?
Well, that shark exhibit, of course. The tunnel.
For me, I'm going Penguin Parade.
Penguin Parade.
All right, if you have any questions about Ripley's Aquarium of Myrtle Beach, let me know in the comment section below, and thank you very much for watching.